Be ready. Start. Last week, the Supreme Court of India finally struck down as illegal two notifications by the Union Environment Ministry that allowed industrial units to set up, expand operations, or change their manufacturing practices without following the due process of taking government permission beforehand. Taking prior approval is a sacrosanct principle at the heart of the Environment Impact Assessment Notification of 2006. On the surface, it appeared that the center or the Union Environment Ministry had instituted a system that made a mockery of this principle, but there was a rationale, even if it was flawed to some extent. In March 2017, the body issued a notification providing a one time 6-month window for industries that did not have the right environmental clearances to apply for one. In 2021, it instituted a standard operating procedure that in effect allowed projects in violation of the laws but which could not avail of the 6-month window to apply, albeit at the cost of heavy fines for regularization. Moreover, all these significant changes were being issued through executive orders rather than any attempt at amending the underlying Environment Protection Act 2006 through Parliament. The center's reasoning was threefold. First, the process for regularizing projects had already been initiated by the United Progressive Alliance government in 2012 and 2013. These were, however, struck down by the Jharkhand High Court and the National Green Tribunal on procedural grounds, and not that these projects were irredeemably violative. Second, demolishing functioning plants that were contributing to the economy and employment could exacerbate pollution and be disruptive. The center cited examples of various disputes involving copper mines to pharmaceutical companies, where the courts had agreed that a balanced approach was necessary in cases involving violations. Finally, it argued that it had put in place a system whereby the industrial units seeking to be regularized would have to pay fines for the period that they had functioned in violation. The court, in its final verdict, has rightly, as previous courts have, emphasized the principle of prior clearance, though its action may be a little late, as it has clarified that companies that had regularized themselves under the 2017 and 2021 orders would be unaffected by the judgment.